Again. This right here is helping me with the fear of being punched in the face. Look how close his hands is coming. I can see these coming, and even though I've got this experience, it's still a little bit scary. But you know, it's getting used to the fear of getting punches coming towards your head. And that's what this video is all about. I've got these 3 great drills that can help you deal with fear of being punched in the face. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a great reaction drill that you can do with a partner that's going to really help your defense and your footwork. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video for that bonus drill there. And if you're new here, my name's Tony Jeffries. I'm an Olympic bronze medalist boxer, former undefeated professional, 7 times national champion, European gold medalist. And on this YouTube channel, I give you everything boxing: how to punch harder, how to punch faster, get better reactions. So if you're into boxing, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification for more videos like this. First off, I just want to say, if you are afraid of being punched in the face, it's probably a good thing. I mean, if you weren't afraid and you've never been punched in the face before, you've probably got a little screw loose. It is scary, no matter who you are, getting punched in the face especially for the first time, or if you've been sparring for quite a bit now, or you've been fighting and you're still really scared of getting punched in the face, you know, it can be a good thing. Also, being afraid of being punched in the face has got some big benefits to it. Like, for example, if you're thinking about your defense because you're afraid of getting hit, you are going to be a lot harder to hit because, you know, you're thinking about that all the time. But the time when this comes as a big problem is when you're fighting negatively, where you're just trying to survive and you're just trying not to get hit because you're so afraid and you're not coming back with your counter punches. But these drills is really going to help with that. They're really going to help with you dealing with this fear that you might have. And it is a pretty common problem. I don't have a fear of being punched in the face. I've been punched in the face thousands of times. But what I do have a fear of now is getting hurt. And if you've ever been punched in the face, when you get hurt, where your legs might go like jelly, you might be knocked out, you might have been concussed. But like I said, I use this as my advantage because I'm scared of getting knocked out, getting hurt. So I'm using that as my advantage. I'm using that as working on defense, being away from his big right hand, his knockout punch. And because I'm aware of that, now he's got way less chance of hitting us. So let's get into these drills. So the first one, where we did at the beginning, is where he's throwing the punches. He's coming a couple of inches from my face. Now, this right here is great for a couple of reasons. Now, if you think, I know he's not going to hit us, but they're coming very close. It still is pretty scary. People who are afraid of being punched tend to close their eyes. And I've done a full video on how to keep your eyes open in the ring. You should watch that one after this one. But yeah, people tend to close their eyes and move away and get really frightened. This is helping condition my brain for that, helping condition my brain for seeing punches coming and keeping my eyes open while he's throwing them punching. And as well, it's helping me see his punches coming, helping us read his punches. And now if I can start reading his punches, it's way less chance that he's going to land any punches throughout the fight or the sport or whatever we're doing. So tip number 2, he's going to throw a combination at my head. I know what combination he's going to throw, so now I can block it. Now I get used to blocking this combination here. So he's going to throw a 1-2 hook. So slowly, I'm going to parry. I'm going to block into that one, then I'm going to block that one. So again, bah, bah, bah. Faster. Again. Now we do it full speed, as if we were in a fight. Let's go. Now that right there is one example, but it's great. He's throwing full speed, like probably 70% power punches at me. Now I've got to block them, and because I know what's coming and I know exactly how I'm going to defend them punches, well, this here gets me used to him throwing punches, helps me see them, helps me defend them. And when he's throwing punches at this speed, at this force, it's really good for me reactions, but as well keeping my eyes open, which is ultimately going to prevent me from being afraid of getting punched, because I know what he's going to come. I'm working on drilling defensive moves. It's going to give us more confidence when I get in the ring, and that's what it's all about. And tip number 3, we call this one 3-3. Coach James Doyle has told me all about this one, and we've been doing it, and it's a great drill where we're going to start off throwing 3 punches each. This is at 50% speed and 50% power. And when you get used to it, you can obviously pick the speed up and pick the power up. It's open, so it's any punches aiming for the head and the body. I highly recommend you wear a mouthpiece if you're doing this. So it's just like a sparring session, but throwing 3 punches each. I'll throw the first 3. He's got to try and defend them. Then he's going to throw 3 at me. I had to land that little sneaky one there. But yeah, you see the point of that. And then you would pick it up, you would go faster, you go a little bit harder. But guys, make sure you've got a mouthpiece in for this because it can be very dangerous. Again, when you're sparring light, you're learning. And that's what we want to do. We want to learn. We want to get better. You get some guys who come in and try and knock you out, try and whack you as hard as you can. That's not always good. Light sparring, technique sparring, working on different drills and themes like we've just did there, where we did 3 punches. You can also do 1 punch each. You can also do things like where all he's going to do is counter punch for a round. The next round I'm just going to counter punch. All these different themes and drills is great for this, and getting you used to punches coming at you to get rid of that fear. Actually, when you do get punched in the face, you kind of do get used to it. Right now, if there's a guy in front of me who's never been punched in the face before and I do this to him, punch him that hard, it's gonna hurt. He's gonna get a shock because he's never been punched in the face before. You do that to me, I'll be fine because I'm used to it. I'll do that to James, he'll be fine because we're used to it. If this is brand new to you and you've then not been punched in the face before and it's like, oh, you're getting shocked all the time, it's natural. You do get used to it, even though I don't recommend getting punched in the face. It's stupid. The best fighters out there, hit and don't be hit. That's the name of the game. So guys, I've got this great drill for you that's going to help work on your reactions. This was a drill that I used in the Olympics. We've done this training for the Olympics all the time. By far the best drill I think that you can do for your reactions and your footwork. Okay, Mr. Doyle, let's show them this drill. So what this drill is, we're going to have our hands down. We're in front of each other. The name of the game is to try and touch the other person's shoulder. We're not throwing punches here, we're touching. It's like a game of tag. And the only way that he can defend and the only way I can defend is by moving my feet or using reactions like this. So we're going to give you a little demo here, then after I'm going to give you some tips when you're doing this to have success. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, and as you're seeing there, that gets your heart rate going fast. It's also a lot of fun. And one thing you can do to have success when you're doing that, the advantage over your partner, is use feints. If I'm standing here like this with James and he's throwing punches, and I'm just here, it's easy to hit. But as soon as I start moving like this in front, it makes it a lot harder to hit. To learn how to throw the best body punches in the world, click here. You're going to get a video to explain every single body punch you can throw and throw it hard. Click here, watch this next.